Well, if we have learned, we can teach others, and hopefully, by us telling them what to do, they could get inspired to do it.
How you think your profession will help the bombers?
Basically, I believe some of the Bahamian people learn from experience. If they see someone doing something, they go want to learn, they can get intrigued into learning how to do that same one, learn that talent. That's my thing.
So how my course will help when I come back?
Yeah.
Okay, well, since computer is developing, we becoming more computerized now in this world. So when I come back, if I do God's best, I could find more ways to introduce better technology in classrooms for more effective learning.
Film production is my course. I hope to put the Bahamas on the map, be on par with one of the great legends such as Sidney Poitier, great actors. Hope to make films and be known for being a Bahamian and bring the Bahamas that recognition that I think it should have.
In Phillips.
Yeah.
And that's big, man. That's some big stuff, man. 6764153, 6764199. I hope that the computer analyst would be one of the fellows who will go and bring my vision and go in for the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture to fruition, man. Hey, y'all fellas, the future of the country. I mean, I don't know. But let's talk about making that transition from the schools that you guys came from into Nova Preparatory and taking the student development course. How difficult or what are some of the challenges that you guys were initially faced with? Going into a whole new environment, into a whole school system, and having to make new friends and all this kind of thing. I mean, what were some of the greatest challenges for y'all fellas?
Some of the greatest challenges was, well, I had to get to know everybody in class since it's so small. So I know everybody probably personally well. And then academic-wise, in my previous school, tell you the truth, and after school is done, when I got home, I probably never picked back up a book, but this school inspired me to keep up because in our school we have, it's the highest GPA to go, so you now have to keep up with your grades. So if you're not doing something, you took yourself out of position to be able to get a full scholarship. So that is one, and then time. I was usually going to school from 8, sometimes late at 9, to 3. So I had to adapt because now that I'm going to school at 1 o'clock, it's actually later in the afternoon, so 1 to 6. When I get home from school, I do homework. Probably don't reach home until 8 o'clock because I'm at school doing work, other work too. So when I get at home, it's just homework, eat, bathe, sleep. Can't even go outside. Just too tired to do that.
Alright. From my previous school, the time was from 8 to 3, which left me a lot of free time in the afternoon. I found that with a lot of free time, I found a lot of space to slack off. I just didn't have that focus, neither the motivation. But entering Noble Preparatory, it's just the brotherhood around there. You instantly gain that focus and that motivation. Because you can look at Mr. Geno Bullard over here. He's sharp, you see? Once you see
that ain't getting no brownie points. They ain't getting no extra grades for that bad.
Once you see that, man, you obviously you wanna just be part of that. Right.
So no, you had no challenges coming from CI Walker to Nova Preparatory. No challenges. You just coming. You're wearing the same gray buns. Just wearing a long sleeve shirt. You have to wear as a vest, right? You have to wear a vest and a tie.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Just looking more sharp.
Just looking more sharp. Alright, yeah.
The changes from Westminster going to Noble Preparatory, I faced a little bit of challenges. It wasn't really focused. I had other stuff in my mind. Wasn't the best student. My academics wasn't the best. But coming to Noble, I learned how to manage my time. I had people to motivate me. others who always seeing going up to college, doing good, and I want it for myself too. So coming over preparatory, it motivated me to do more.
Dude,
Initially, for me, Andre, making friends wasn't really a challenge. So I think the greatest challenge I faced was the time, which was 12:30 to 6. Of course, I could have woke up later, but getting out at 6 o'clock, it would be nighttime at 6 o'clock around this time, yeah. So I would go home, basically start my homework first thing I do when I go home. And after I do my homework, it's about time to go to sleep. So I would go to sleep and wake up, look over my work, then go to school. So that's better for me to keep me focused. And coming out later than other schools, yeah, the family dynamic of the small classroom, they have a tight bond. So I prefer that over a bigger school. And yeah, we keep each other up and pull each other up when we see our classmate falling off. We tell them, hey, we can do this together.
all right, in the future.
How you doing, sir?
You're a doctor? You're a doctor?
Oh my.
All right. But then you're exactly what you can do for me. How difficult your transition was?
My transition into NPA.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, my transition, my biggest fear was first of all dropping my basketball season, because I love the game of basketball. So that was a big transition for me and a big step for me to grow up and be able to mature and think ahead and think for the future. So that was basically a big transition, and it didn't matter if my friends was in there, if they weren't around, or who's in the class with me or not. Basically, I was just focused on getting my work done and staying focused and being able to make something happen for me, because in the end, it's still going to be me who has to face all the trials and obstacles. So I had to put myself in the best position where I can be helped and be able to proceed in my coming future. But that was my biggest transition affair. But I've coped up with it well. And we still train and practice, and I've stayed involved in the sports activities and stuff. So it didn't really matter. It's just like I'm there. I'm just coming to school to learn and go home and do my work and whatever training and stuff I do individually. That's what I do. I might go in the gym, and whatever spare time I have, I probably might socialize for a few hours, and that's basically it. But it was nothing big, just giving them the sport of basketball for education.
All right, so what you think with them teachers at Noble Preparatory School? I know in some schools, you have teachers you like and you have teachers you don't like.
Well, you'll find that everywhere. Teachers will have problems in every school. You won't say, you won't just sit there and be like, oh, this teacher is the best, or this, that, and everything's going fine. Everyone has their ups and downs in the classroom. You might not understand something, and the teacher might be harder than you, but when you look at it, it's to better you, it's for a benefit. Me and some of my teachers have a little quarrel once in a while, but it's nothing that can't be fixed, but most of the time it's for me to become better at what I do and be able to learn. So basically, that's basically it. It's not much, but the teachers are great.
I mean, the teachers allow you to ask them questions when you don't understand something. Like teachers ain't have a nonchalant attitude. Like
no, the teachers they won't have a nonchalant attitude. If you don't understand something, then they would repeat it until you get it, and they would find different ways to. They would find different ways to put it so that you can understand. If you don't get it one way, they find other ways. So teachers are great. You can speak to them. They give you chances, because all of us are young men. We should know right from wrong and be able to do what's right.
So when y'all fellas, I see y'all at the BAIS championship. Now, I mean, y'all talk to me, man. How y'all fellas feel about seeing the rest of the fellas that play and y'all can't play? I mean, what's going through your mind at that point? Y'all wishing that y'all can go there and compete and play against some fellas them?
It would be a good feeling to go there and compete once again and play, and if so win. But basically every time we go on the court, we play to win. But it would be a good feeling knowing that I'm back on the court playing against my friends and colleagues who I grew up together with and we play together, and we play together. So it'd be fun going back out there and competing and being on the big stage, knowing the cameras and lights out there watching you and people out there watching you. So it would be fun. We would want to get back out there, but as time go by, I know we'll get back out on the stage and people will recognize us again. Well, that's fun.
Gary?
I was looking at the past games. I guess I could say, I felt inspired. I wanted to get back on court immediately, but we already proven to our coach we could win games. But let's prove them this time we could do academics well. And when he sees that, then we get back in the basketball as soon as possible. But that's what that did for us. It helped to motivate us to, we know what we have to do to get back.
So you think your fellas they got game to compete with them fellas up man?
Yes.
I look like you're not seeing the Queens College team, you know.
Well, from what you see, it is. But it's what you don't see.
But I don't see.
That's NBA. So
That's
you
NBA.
can only assume.
You think you're ready for that competition?
If I think, I'm positive, I'm sure.
Johnson, you think you're ready for that competition? You're looking much of a baller. I believe I can take you to basketball court.
No, I can be honest. I'm much.
That's management.
That's management. Cam, then you take this one then, Cam. I probably can back you up too. I probably can post you up.
Well, watching the games, to be honest, I missed playing last year, but understanding that everything is in basketball, I do my academics. Most of the players on there probably really ain't absent. 3 point probably, not even 2 points. So just playing ball, they ain't got nothing to fall back on if they go somewhere there. So just playing.
I told you you're looking at ball either. A fella will be here, film, what it is? Fella going film.
Photographer.
Huh?
How you get in the car and play some ball? Get out of myself. Yeah, film production.
Film production, that's your passion.
Yeah.
I see you can film the fellas play basketball, man. Fellas play baseball. Get them moments and record them moments, man. We don't record history in the Bahamas. You know, so you can be that fellow who can come back and do that.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
So coach, let's talk about some of the sporting disciplines that Niagara College utilize, like whether they get baseball or soccer. I mean, what kind of other scholarship offers they got?
Well, they have basketball, they got volleyball, they got indoor and outdoor soccer. Of course, they got hockey, they got badminton. It's a variety of different sports that is offered at the college, and each one of the sporting disciplines have their own scholarship funds available as well. A lot of persons don't know, but I'm actually the representative for Niagara College for the entire Caribbean. So I have to periodically travel and just give different schools and different institutions information and advice about the college. So it's a lot of different things. There's over 90-something programs, so it's a very good situation that we have bridging our program with the college, because it would guarantee that we have a higher level of education that we can guarantee our students post graduating. And our goal is to give 100% of our graduating class to get them into college.
And they got track athletes as well?
Track, you have track clubs and you have different track entities. Niagara College doesn't have a track club, but like I advise students that anything can be initiated. You just have to have enough persons that you take that information to, and you could take it into the college, and once they see that you have enough persons interested in that sport, that you can implement it. So it's just about starting something if it isn't there.
676-415-367-64199. Maybe you have a question or two you'd like to ask our Coach Bullard. Feel free to give us a call, or maybe one of the youngsters here. And so, Coach, maybe you have a parent potentially listening who would like their kid to be a part of Nova Preparatory. What are some of the first steps they have to take to be a part of Nova Preparatory School?
Well, first of all, I'd like to welcome anybody. We have ladies at our school too, so it's not just a boys program. although it initially began as a boys program, we had to open our doors because you have young ladies out there that also need assistance. First thing you'd have to do is you could either visit our website at www.npabahamas.com, and you can research information there, all of our contacts, and also an online application form that you can submit. And also you can give us a call at 676-0055, and you could call in and set up a time that you could come in for a consultation, and we'll be happy to assist. And once again, I want to reiterate that it's not just about sports. It's for any student that needs help refocusing, reorganizing their lives, giving them a target, a vision, giving them something tangible that they can work towards. And that's probably one of the big problems, because a lot of students don't know what they want to do. They have no direction, so they're just waking up every day, just following the normal routine. And what we have to do is give them guidance, structure, and give them a goal that they can obtain. Realistic goals, like one of the students spoke about before, having students before you who have been sitting in the seat and that they're successful in college. We have students who are playing basketball in college through our program. We have students who are playing professional through our program. We have students who have very good jobs now once they've graduated. That's come through the program. So it's very tangible, and like I say, you can Google it. You can Google our institution. You go on the website, and I encourage parents before they get involved in anything to do the research, do the due diligence. So anything that you could probably want to ask yourself before you come in to get a consultation at NPA, you can find on the internet. Everything is transparent. Everything that we say, we mean, and everything that we will promise you, we will deliver.
And as far as Nova Prep, of course, guys, you listen to the voice of Coach Geno Bullard here on ZSR 103.5. Of course, he's a special guest in studio there. Telephone line 676-4153, 676-4199. Feel free, give us a call. Maybe we'll have a question or two that you would like to ask Coach Bullard. Feel free to do so. He's a nice guy. He's going to answer whatever questions you may have. You may have a knucklehead little boy who's not doing good at one of them popular schools, but come to Nova Preparatory, and maybe his whole life can be changed in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, like the Christian fellas would say. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, his whole education future can change just by coming to Nova Preparatory School. Let's talk about how big Niagara College is in Canada. How big is the student population there on that?
Okay, the college have about 14 to 15,000 students between the two campuses. The main campus is the Welland campus, which we have a lot of students that are doing, say for instance, computer science, electrical engineering, and more hands-on education like automotives and stuff like that. Most of them, they attend the Welland campus that has the majority of the students. And you have all the business majors, or the persons who want to do accounting, international business, culinary arts, horticulture. You also have programs such as wine making and beer distillery. So it's so many different things here that students can get involved with. And it's always been my pleasure to be able to educate students on the amount of possibilities that they have out there. I think that we only think there's only 3 jobs here. Either be a doctor, lawyer, defense force, or you worked over the personal, or you get the government jobs. But it's so much more that we can be able to offer students, but they just don't have the information. So like horticulture, it's so many different things. And at the college we have over 90-something different programs that are available. So along with having our school at NPA, we also do a lot of consultation as far as giving students, mature students and adults, information about making the transition to study in Canada and also at Niagara College.
676-4153. I'll take us to another break. This will probably be our final break here on the last shot, Mr. Feast on CSR 103.5. So keep your dials locked. We're coming back. Stay tuned, everybody.